the thing that I do in the special is say like, we're all like video game characters where you get to make a character and you get 100 points to distribute between like dexterity and speed and all that stuff. And with some of us, it's just an uneven amount. Like the joke is like when God was making Woody Allen,
right? They
said, how many points should we give him for comedy and filmmaking? And God was like, fuck it, give him 100. They were like, but that's not going to leave any points for not fucking his family. and like that's kind of true. Do you know what I mean? It's not exactly true, but there's some.
No, it's exactly true. There are believers.
Yes. Yeah. But I'm saying like that calculation, I don't know if that actually happened with God and with, whatever. But I'm saying like the people, the pretty much everybody, if you're very talented at one thing,
right,
you're going to be hugely deficient in other areas. And you just have to hope that the thing you're deficient in isn't obeying the law, because then you're going to jail. But if it's just like you're an asshole, people will put up with that for a long time, forever.
Well, some people don't even go to jail.
Well, of course, but you'll at least go to trial. And some go to jail for a few years, and then their case gets overturned. We're not naming names. Bill Cosby, who I know listens
to this
podcast.
Yeah,
he's a huge fan.
I know, for a
huge fan of the show.
He's one of my best friends. I'm revealing a lot of information now. He's one, and we live together in the Valley.
Did you find that incredibly disheartening? Were you a big Cosby
I was
fan?
not a fan. In fact, I used to argue with Dave about him.
Dave liked him?
Yeah, of course.
I liked him.
I mean, I'm talking about 30 years ago.
So
I was like, he just seems like an arrogant asshole to me.
Well, that's when he became arrogant. Before he became arrogant, when he was doing his albums originally, I was a huge fan.
Yeah.
When he was talking about his brother and he was talking about growing up and he was doing stand-up, I was a huge fan. I dovetailed, I knew of him and his success before I was aware of Richard Pryor, who became a god in my comedy world. But before that, it was Cosby. But it was just such a dichotomy between whatever he created as a brand, America's Dad.
I have a question for you as somebody who's been given a lot of, you've very successful, right? Can you see how a lot of success in show business could erode your values?
I could see how people's and this is humanity. It's not
I
shoe
agree.
business. Not for me, because I work really hard for everything that I do. But I think what happens to a lot of people
is this working hard? Go on.
I gotta sit with her.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm really hard to deal with.
Yeah, but Howie, define hard work, because I think all the earth and you may define it differently. Go ahead.
This is my respite. The truth is that, still $5 means a lot to me.
Yeah.
It still does.
Yeah.
I've been working since I was 11 years old. So I know I make a lot more than I believe that I deserve, for the amount of effort that I have to put in or the amount of joy I have. I remember working hard. That being said, when things start coming your way without any effort, and that happens where people want to hand you things, people want to give you things, people want to be with you. I think a lot of humans look for a thrill and will take advantage of those opportunities. Yeah. And
I think it happens more often in showbiz, I would bet. Because it's such quick money and it's so public, and fame is intoxicating for the person and the people around them.
And you have access to more than any other business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, if you're the president of the bank, you have access to whatever.
Pens, a lot of free pens.
Right. You could take them right off the chain.
I mean, yeah, they can't talk. Who's going to stop you?
But as an entertainer, you get free pens and
free pens.
Pussy?
If you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean.
Thank you, Jackie, for saying.
What did you say?
Pussy.
You're my daughter.
Pens and pussy. Pens and pussy if you're an entertainer. Galore.
Special title.
That's why I'm here. That's why he has a woman on the show.
That's my little girl. If you're listening, Howie's there's a tear running down his face right now.
I'm so proud.
That's my little girl.
I am so proud. My little girl brought up pens and pussies.